Prostate cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in men. Our producer Andrea Anderson joins us in the newsroom with more.
Yes, sir. Prostate cancer is one of the deadliest cancers in men, but the good news is that prostate cancer is treatable if it's detected early. Prostate Cancer Awareness Month is focused on early detection. Prostate cancer is the most common form of cancer in men.
Yeah, that's what cancer looks like. That's a normal prostate gland, and this is what a cancerous gland looks like. It's just a mess.
Dr. Edwin Posadas is an expert in treating prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer is a cancer of one of the male secondary sex organs. So it's not a gland that we see. It's actually an organ which a lot of men have trouble with.
He says the most important thing is being aware.
This isn't a quick silent killer. It's one that moves in the background, and then when it spreads, it can become very painful and debilitating for men. And so it's actually one that men who know about it are quite scared of, and a lot of men just don't want to know about it.
More than 240,000 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer this year, and more than 16 million worldwide are already affected by the cancer. The Prostate Cancer Foundation in Santa Monica is a leader in prostate research and is working to raise awareness of prostate cancer.
It has remained one of the least talked about cancers. So anything we can do to move the discussion forward, to prompt men, families to discuss the disease is vitally important.
After the sun goes down, this building and several others in Los Angeles will be lit up blue. The Prostate Cancer Foundation has teamed with Blue September and will illuminate the buildings as part of Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. The Los Angeles City Hall, Capitol Records Building, and the pylons at LAX all got the blue treatment to raise prostate cancer awareness. The Prostate Cancer Foundation's founder is fighting prostate cancer himself.
After 2 years of working here at the foundation, I received my own diagnosis. So it really has spurred my emotions over the cause.
The Prostate Cancer Foundation hopes that raising awareness will lead to early detection. Now, doctors recommend that men should start getting checked for prostate cancer at age 45. Prostate cancer is screened by a blood test and physical examination. Back to you in the studio.
Los Angeles has held its third mass cycling event and drew more than 130,000 cyclists. It's called Ciclavia, in which cars are blocked from East Hollywood to Boyle Heights, allowing bike riders to enjoy the 10-mile route. Bike riders say it's a nice way to explore the city. Organizers plan to expand the next event to the San Fernando Valley.
Now here's Jack Bryant with sporting news from around the country.
Thanks, Sarah. Bryce Mulder has earned his first PGA Tour victory in the Fries.com Open at the Corte Valle course in Northern California. The 32-year-old Georgia Tech grad won the tournament after 5 playoff holes against Brenny Bayard. Mulder shot a 64 in the final round, beating Bayard by 3 strokes to finish the tournament at 17 under. Tiger Woods played his first PGA Tour event in 7 weeks. Woods shot a 68 in the final round, finishing 30th, but Woods' play didn't grab as much attention as a spectator did. A 31-year-old man was arrested on the 7th hole after throwing a hot dog at Tiger while he was lining up a putt. Woods tells the story best.
Some guy just came running on the green, and he had a hot dog, and evidently, I don't know how he tried to throw it, but I was kind of focusing on my putt when he started yelling. Next thing I know, he laid on the ground and looked like he wanted to be arrested, really, because he laid on the ground, put his hand behind his back, and turned his head.
The American and National League playoff matchups have been set. The AL Texas Rangers have home field advantage against the Detroit Tigers. Cy Young and MVP candidate Justin Verlander is set to pitch 2 or more games this series. The Rangers hope last year's MVP Josh Hamilton can put up some dents in the Tigers' pitching rotation. In the National League, the high-powered Milwaukee Brewers host a St. Louis Cardinals team who came back from the dead in the playoff hunt. They rallied to take the wild card berth from the Atlanta Braves in the regular season. After defeating the Phillies in Game 5, the Cards must face 2 MVP candidates in Ryan Braun and Prince Fielder. The duo combined for 71 home runs and 231 runs batted in during the regular season. A North Carolina man has died attempting to complete a marathon in Chicago. 35-year-old firefighter William Cavanis was trying to raise money for burn victims when he collapsed about 500 yards from the finish line at the Chicago Marathon. The medical director for the race said emergency workers were at the runner's side in seconds. Cavanis was taken to a hospital where he died an hour and a half later. The man's death is the second in 5 years at the Chicago race. At the same marathon in Chicago, another runner gave birth hours after she crossed the finish line. 27-year-old Amber Miller said her doctor cleared her to run half the race and walk the other half. That's 13 miles running and 13 walking. The marathon veteran signed up for the race before she knew she was pregnant. Miller said she received encouraging remarks and support from onlookers on the sidewalk throughout the race. She said her only obstacles during the race were blisters on her feet. And that's all for sports. Back to you.
Yet another fast food restaurant is opening in the San Fernando Valley. It's called Five Guys. As Michael Johnson reports, the menu has just one main item: hamburgers.
Five Guys is the hamburger place everyone is flocking to. The new fast food restaurant is getting attention because of its new taste. Like In-N-Out, Five Guys' menu is focused on single and double hamburgers and cheeseburgers.
I mean, it's just bigger burgers, better selection of everything you can eat.
The privately held chain has 770 locations in the United States and in Canada. Five Guys began moving into California 2 years ago. Is this your first time at Five Guys?
It's the first time. We've been waiting for it to open for weeks. Been seeing the signs, and now it's finally open. So we decided to stop in and give it a try.
Although Five Guys is creating competition, In-N-Out should be safer now because of its prices. A meal at Five Guys can cost up to $11, while a meal at In-N-Out costs $5.
There's a new burger place in town. Five Guys has been expanding in Los Angeles, and it does not look like it's going to stop. In Northridge, this is Michael Johnson, Valley View News.
California Chinese restaurants say the law prohibiting the sale and possession of shark fins is unfair. The restaurants say they will lose about $200 per table on average. Proponents of the bill say it's cruel because the fins are hacked off and the sharks are thrown back into the water where they die. Restaurant owners point out that people can still eat other shark-related products. The Asian Food Trade Association says organized petitions against the ban were not done fairly. They argue the legislation is cultural discrimination.
Thank you for watching Valley View News. I'm Myra Castaneda.
And I'm Sarah Pila.